Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today, in this first video lecture of week 8 for the course Applied Linear Algebra, we are going to start a new unit. In this new unit, the first topic is a scalar product of vectors. So today we are going to learn about scalar product of vectors. Scalar product or dot product of two vectors. Suppose we have two vectors A and B. Then the scalar or dot product of these two vectors is defined as A dot B, which is equal to A magnitude B magnitude cos theta, where theta is the angle between these two vector A and B. Now the characteristic of scalar product: if A and B are perpendicular vector, means that the angle between the vector is 90 degree, then the dot product of these two vector will be 0. A dot B will be equal to 0. And if vector A and vector B are parallel vector, that is the angle between these two vectors is 0 degree, then the dot product A dot B of these two vector is equal to AB. It's mean we get a scalar result. If vector A and vector B are anti-parallel vector, that is the angle between these two vector is 180, then the dot product, the scalar product of these two vector will be equal to minus AB. Now I, J, K are unit vectors which represents the components of the vector, which represent the directions of the component of the vectors. And in the dot product we know that I dot I is equal to 1, J dot J is equal to 1, K dot K is equal to 1, but I dot J is equal to 0, J dot K is equal to 0, and K dot I also equal to 0. Now using these relations, let's move on an example. Determine the magnitude of the vector A is equal to 4i plus 3j plus 12k. How to find the magnitude of this vector and also find the unit vector and the direction of vector A. So there are some problems to discuss the scalar product of two vector. It is given that vector A is equal to 4i plus 3j plus 12k. Now how to find the magnitude of a vector? Sum of the square of the component and square root. Square root of the sum of the square of the component is equal to the magnitude of the vector. Square root of the sum of the square of the components of a vector is equal to magnitude of that vector. So the magnitude of vector A is equal to 4 square plus 3 square plus 12 square under the root. Now 4 square is equal to 16, 9 square, 3 square 9, 12 square is equal to 144, and this implies that magnitude of vector A is equal to square root of 169, and this is equal to 13. Now how to find the unit vector in the direction of vector A? Unit vector, this A cap represent the unit vector in the direction of vector A, which is equal to vector A divided by magnitude of vector A. So 4i plus 3j plus 12k is the vector A, and 13 is its magnitude. Now we can write 4 by 13i plus 3 by 13j plus 12 by 13k. And dear students, you know that a unit vector as a vector whose magnitude is 1. So if we check the magnitude of this vector, the magnitude of this vector will be 1. So this is a unit vector in the direction of vector A. Now another example, suppose we have a vector A is equal to 2i minus j plus 3k, and another vector B is equal to 3i plus 2j minus k. then we have to find 3a plus 2b magnitude. First of all, find 3a. 3 is a scalar and a is a vector. Now multiply this scalar to the vector a, this scalar 3 to the vector a, and scalar 2 to the vector b. So 3a, 3 into 2i minus j plus 3k plus 2b, 2 into vector b, 3i plus 2j minus k, and now 2 3 the 6, 6i minus 3j plus 9k, and 2 3 the 6, 6i plus 4j minus 2k. Now 8 operate the same components, 6i and 6i, 12i minus 3j plus 4j is equal to 1j, and 9k minus 2k is equal to 7k. This is the vector 3a plus 2b. So now to find the magnitude of this vector, we can write 3a plus 2b magnitude is equal to magnitude of 3a plus 2b is equal to 12 square plus 1 square plus 7 square and square root. Now 12 square mean 144, 1 square mean 1, 7 square mean 49. So the magnitude of 3a plus 2b vector is equal to square root of 194. Now second part of this problem is a dot b, to find the scalar product of these two vectors. So this is vector a dot, this is vector b, multiplying the corresponding component, because we know that I dot I is equal to 1 and I dot j will be equal to 0. So only multiply the corresponding components, 2 dot 3 into I dot I, and minus 1 dot 2 j dot j, minus 3 dot 1 into k dot k. So 2 3 the 6 and I dot I is equal to 1, 1 2 the 2, j dot j 1, and 3 1 the 3, k dot k 1. Now 4 6 minus 5 minus 2 minus 3 minus 5, 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. So the scalar product of these two vectors a and b is 1. So dear students, note that scalar product is the product of two vectors which give result in scalar, and vector product of two vector is a product of vector which give result in vector form. So this is called the scalar product because this product give result in scalar form. So this product called scalar product. Now another problem, if the angle between two vectors whose magnitude are 14 and 7 is 60 degree, find their scalar product. In this problem we have two vectors magnitude that are 14 and 7. Suppose one is vector a and other is vector b. The magnitude of vector a is 14 and the magnitude of vector b is 7, and the angle between two vectors a and b is 60 degree. We have to find their scalar product. So suppose let a and b are two vectors, then magnitude of a 14, magnitude of b 7, and the angle between these two vectors is 60 degree. Now to find their scalar product, a dot b is equal to a magnitude b magnitude cos theta. In this question the components of the vector are not given, only the magnitude of vector is given. So we can use this formula, a dot b is equal to a magnitude b magnitude cos theta. Magnitude of a is 14, magnitude of b is 7, and cos theta is 60 degree. The cos theta is equal to 1 over cos 60 is equal to 1 over 2, and 14 multiplied 7 is equal to 98. Now 98 divided by 2 is equal to 14. So the dot product, the scalar product of two vectors is 49, whose magnitudes are 14 and 7. Now another problem, find the angle of the find the cosine of the angle between the vectors a and b, where a is equal to I plus 2j minus k and b is equal to minus I plus j minus 2k. And this problem we have two vectors a and b. So this is vector a, I plus 2j minus k, and b is equal to minus I plus j minus 2k, and we have to find the angle, the cosine of the angle between these two vectors. So we have to find cos theta. So using this formula, a dot b is equal to a magnitude b magnitude cos theta, and we can write as cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by A magnitude B magnitude. And if we find only the theta, then we can use the inverse, cos inverse into A dot B divided by A magnitude B magnitude. But we have only to find the cosine of the angle. So this is the required result. Cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by A magnitude B magnitude. So first of all, find the scalar product A dot B of two vectors A and B. This is vector A, I plus 2j minus k dot minus I plus j minus 2k. So 1 and minus 1. The I coefficient is 1, and here the I coefficient is minus 1. So 1 minus 1 multiplied minus 1, and 2 multiplied 1 2, and minus 1 multiplied minus 2 plus 2. So plus 2 plus 2 4, 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So the scalar product is 3. A dot B is equal to 3. Now to find the magnitude of vector A, the square root of the sum of the square of the components is called the magnitude of vector A. So one magnitude, the first component is 1, other component is 2, and third component is also minus 1. But we can write minus 1 square or plus 1 square. In both cases we obtain 1. So 1 square 1, 2 square 4, and 1 square 1. So 4 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 6. So the magnitude of vector A is under root 6. Now to find the magnitude of vector B. So the magnitude of vector B is also equal to square root of the sum of the square of the component. So the first component in vector B is minus 1, the second component is plus 1, and third component is minus 2. So we can write minus 1 square or plus 1 square. In both cases we obtain plus result, because minus square mean plus. So 1 square 1, 1 square 1, and 2 square 4. So 1 plus 1 plus 4 under root 6. So this is the magnitude of vector B. Now to find cos theta. Suppose cos theta, and if we find the only theta, then cos inverse is equal to cos inverse into A dot B divided by A magnitude B magnitude. So theta is equal to cos inverse into A dot B. The A dot B result is 3, and the magnitude of vector A is under root 6. The magnitude of vector B is also under root 6. So cos theta into 3 by 6, and 3 by 6 mean 1 over 2. So it's mean that cos theta is equal to 1 over 2, and theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 over 2, which is equal to theta is equal to 60 degree. Now another problem, to find cosine of the angle between two vectors A and B, where A is equal to 3i plus 2j minus 6k, and B is equal to 4i minus 3j plus 4k. So these two vectors are given, and we have to find the angle between these two vectors, to find the cosine of the angle between these two vectors. So we can write A dot B is equal to A magnitude B magnitude cos theta, and cos theta is equal to A dot B divided by A magnitude B magnitude, and we can write theta is equal to cos inverse into A dot B divided by A magnitude B magnitude. So first of all, to find the scalar product of these two vectors, this is vector A and this is vector B. So for the scalar product, multiplying the corresponding elements, for the corresponding components, because I dot I is equal to 1 and I dot j is equal to 0. So 3 multiplied 4 12, and 2 multiplied minus 3 minus 6, and minus 6 multiplied plus 1 minus 6. So minus 6 and minus 6 minus 12. 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. So the dot product of these two vectors is 0. So it is clear that when the dot product of two vectors is 0, then the angle between these two vectors is 90. So the vectors are perpendicular, and we know that cos theta is equal to 90. So theta is equal to cos inverse of 90, mean the theta is 90 degree. Cos theta is equal to 90 degree, and theta is equal to cos inverse of A dot B divided by A magnitude B magnitude. It's mean that theta is equal to cos inverse into 0. Theta is equal to cos inverse of 0. Cos inverse of 0 mean cos theta is equal to 0, and cos theta is equal to 0 mean the A dot B is 0. Since in this question you see here A dot B is 0. So the A dot B is 0 mean the angle between these two vector is a 90 degree. Now another problem, for what values of A if this vector capital vector A, the vector represented by the capital A, and A is the unknown component in this vector A and vector B. So the vector A is given by AI minus 2j plus k, and this vector represented by capital B is equal to AI plus aj minus 4k. These two vectors are perpendicular, so under this condition we have to find the value of the component A. In this component we have the coefficient is A, so we have to find A. Since these two vectors are perpendicular, so the dot product of these two vectors will be 0. So this is vector A and this is vector B, and the dot product of these two vectors is 0. So by using the dot product, A multiplied 2A, 2A square, minus 2 multiplied A, 2A, and 1 multiplied minus 4, minus 4. So 2A square minus 2A minus 4 is equal to 0. Dividing both sides by 2, we obtain A square minus A minus 2 is equal to 0. So by factorization we can write A square minus 2A plus A minus 2 is equal to 0. This is factorization by sum and product. So from these two terms taking common A, so A into A minus 2, and taking common 1, so we can write 1 into A minus 2 is equal to 0. And this implies that A minus 2 into A plus 1 is equal to 0. So A minus 2 is equal to 0 mean A is equal to 2, and A plus 1 is equal to 0 mean A is equal to minus 1. So if we put A is equal to 2 or A is equal to minus 1 in these two vector, then we can verify the result for the scalar product, that the scalar product of these two vector will be 0, mean the vector will be perpendicular. Under this condition, if we put A is equal to 2 or A is equal to minus 1. Now the last problem, to show that the vector A, which is given by 3A minus 2j plus k, and vector B is equal to I minus 3j plus 5k, and another vector C is equal to 2I plus j minus 4k, form a right angle triangle. So to check these three vectors form a right angle triangle. So for the right angle triangle we have to prove A dot B is equal to 0, or B dot C is equal to 0, or C dot A is equal to 0. Since these three vectors form a right angle triangle, so the dot product of any two vector will be 0, mean that there is a 90 degree angle between the two vectors, so the triangle will be right angle triangle. So first of all, to find A dot B. A dot B is equal to, this is vector A and this is vector B. So 3 multiplied 1, 3, minus 2 multiplied minus 3, plus 6, 1 multiplied 5, 5. So this is equal to 14. So A dot B does not equal to 0. Now to find B dot C. This is vector B and this is vector C, and the dot product of these two vector, 1 multiplied 2, 2, minus 3 multiplied 1, minus 3, and 5 multiplied minus 4, minus 20, and so the B dot C is equal to minus 21. So B dot C does not equal to 0. Now to find C dot A. This is vector C and this is vector A. So 2 multiplied 3, 6, 1 multiplied minus 2, minus 2, minus 4 multiplied 1, minus 4. So 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So the dot product of these two vectors C and A is 0. So C perpendicular to vector A, and hence it's proved that the given vectors form a right angle triangle. Dear students, in this lecture we have discussed the scalar product of two vectors, and you know already that what is a vector, what is a scalar quantity. A vector quantity is that quantity which has magnitude as well as direction and unit, which has direction and as well as magnitude and unit. In the scalar quantity only magnitude and unit. The scalar quantity does not have any unit. For example, weight, force, velocity and accelerations, these quantities are vector quantities because these quantities has direction, magnitude and unit. And another example for the scalar, for example, age, age for 25 years. So 25 is the magnitude and year is the unit, but this quantity does not any direction. So age is a scalar quantity. And in the other characteristics for the vectors, we have discussed scalar quantity, and by this scalar quantity we can find the angle between the vectors. And inshallah in the next lecture we will discuss the vector product of vectors. Now this is the end of this segment. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.